Here's Mills. He's covered by Wood. And Joseph kicks to Bellinelli. Dishes it to Joseph. Shot clock at 6. They need this one. Rebounded by Wood. Diaw with the steal. Joseph with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. And Mills kicks to Diaw. Out to the right wing. Joseph dishes to Diaw. Bellinelli passes to Mills. And Diaw kicks to Bonner. The dish now to Mills. He feeds it to Joseph. There's the pass to Mills. He kicks to Bellinelli. Fires the 3. The shot is off. Here's Wood. The shot, no good. And that does it for the... And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
So difficult to get it.
Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Duncan. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Manu Ginobili. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Fry. Fournier comes in for Gordon. And Chance subbed in for Luke Ridnour. Boris Diaw is out there with Matt Bonner. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Mills in at point guard. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the league is making a push for more transparency with its officiating since last season, and I really think that's the way to go. They're sharing memos with teams and the media. I think it's a great step, really, because, again, with all of the information and technology available, fans are able to see more and their expectations are higher. And when you can do it at a higher level and to help get things right, I think transparency is a good thing from the official standpoint. Help people understand how difficult their jobs are and the great job that they do as officials.
Here's Wood, and he gets it to go. Champ's got 9.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Here's Mills, covered by Wood, and Mills kicks to Bellinelli. The feed to Mills. The 3. Can't get it to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And these interconference matchups are important, Kevin. You only see the club twice all season, and it feels a little different. You want to go out and really put on a good performance.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. When the Spurs first acquired Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan was less than impressed. He said his shot was errant and, quote, he had a lot of work to do. But 3 years later, Duncan definitely a believer. He said, I'm honored to be on this team because he's going to be great for years to come. And I'm going to hold on as long as I can. Guys?
He's improved every season, Doris. Thanks. Steve was talking about, Clark, just moments ago about not playing each other often because they're in different conferences. Wouldn't you say that affects the way a game will play out?
Most definitely, Kevin. I mean, when it's an opponent you see so little of, there's always a filling out process, and I'm sure that'll be the case today for both teams.
He hits both from the stripe.
Look at the night for Champ. He's got 13 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Yeah, 5 pretty big points, Clark.
Here's Mills, covered by Wood, and he gets it to go. Mills has got his first bucket in this one.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Hit his leg, and the ref saying he kicked it. .114 left in the second quarter. Pass to Wood. There's a good screen. Blocked. Here's Bellinelli. Vucevic defending.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Fournier passes to Wood. Off target at the rim.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Joseph dishes to Mills. Here's Diaw. They get it back. Feeds it to Mills. Into Diaw. Makes it off the glass. Diaw's got his second bucket of the night.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
Well, the lead being maintained will not be a problem if they keep shooting the way they have so far.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Champ. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Spurs lead by...
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Popovich, a strong first half for you. Was the up-tempo pace part of the game plan?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be, so something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks for the time, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
All right, fellas, let's focus. It's not going to be easy to quiet this crowd down in the second half, but we can do it. Couple of things. I can't say I'm happy with how many free throws we've given. Let's make them earn their points, not give them freebies at the foul line. And we should have nice, fresh legs in the second half because the contribution we got from the bench was a big one. You guys carried a lot of the load. Listen, never mind the hole we're in. Let's go out there and take it one possession at a time and work our offense. Be patient. Use the clock. Okay, that's it.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaw's checked in for Splitter. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Corey Joseph's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Parker. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Gordon's checked in for Fry. Fournier comes in for Harris. Gordon's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Payton. On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. Ridnour out there with Ben Gordon. And it's Fournier in at the 3, the small forward. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Champs checked in for Orlando.
Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. 11th in blocks, 18th in three-point shooting, and they're in the bottom third as far as fewest turnovers per game. They've got to really do a better job of having everybody concentrate on taking care of the ball, and that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities, and that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Your Spurs.
Free throw good, Joseph.
At the line for 2.
And Joseph drops them both. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Los Angeles.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right, on dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Out left to the wing. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Gets a very good look and converts. Bellinelli's got 9.
That's good, unselfish play there because his shot was tougher. Instead, he went to his teammate.
The shot's good from Wood.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. And San Antonio shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. We've got Bonner. Bellinelli is out there, Corey Joseph. Then it's Jeff Ayers, and it's Day in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Champ.
You know, there are around 150 current NBA players with D-League experience. The developmental league, which started back in 2001 with 8 teams, now has 18. The structure has changed a little bit over the years, but I think you have to say that the D-League has become a big success for the NBA.
Bonner kicks to Joseph. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Here's Wood. Joseph with the rebound.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Bonner kicks to Joseph. Traps in the tray. Joseph's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here's Wood. The step-back jumper is good. And here is Joseph. Kicks it to Bonner. Out to the right wing. There's the screen. Bellinelli passes to Joseph. He dishes it to Bonner. He feeds it to Day. Passes to Bellinelli. Just 5 to shoot. Joseph, that's good.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Champ. Lets it fly from 18. Rebound, San Antonio. Bonner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bellinelli dishes to Bonner. Pass to Joseph. He kicks it to Ayers. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Wood. Joseph, that's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Nice D from Wood. The Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Shoots. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Bonner, that's a 2-pointer. And another basket for San Antonio.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Here's Champ. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Champ's got 6 here in this quarter.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely.
Well, you look at the game of basketball, it really seems to be on the upswing, and that's great news for the NBA. We know that those who play a sport are much more likely to watch it as an adult, and basketball is now the largest participation sport in high school and college.
And even 3-on-3 break. And Fournier kicks to Nicholson. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Steps back and shoots. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's 23 points for Champ. The growth of the NBA really pretty incredible. 30 years ago, annual league revenues were about $120 million. Now, it's $4.5 billion. That's with a B.
Yeah, the league is really on great financial ground right now. I mean, franchise values are growing astronomically. The players sacrificed in the